guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show for Friday, September the 10th, 2021. Welcome to another eBay video. Today we're going to be talking about the eBay Fall Seller Update. We're also going to be talking more about people who return items off eBay. I'm going to talk to you about denying returns. And of course, we're going to talk about your comments, questions, and concerns from last week's video. Yes, guys, it's cloudy out, but this is a lot better than what we had last week with Hurricane Ida. Unbelievable. I really didn't get too far into talking about that last week. I was just so bummed out and depressed. But you should have seen the devastation in my area. So many houses were flooded out completely in the basement to the point that there were dumpsters lined up in front of houses, one after the other, with people throwing out waterlogged clothes, furniture, etc. I had briefly thought about making a video, but the devastation was too much and I thought it might be in bad taste, walking up and down these blocks that were badly affected near the river, so I decided not to go that way. I just thought I'd bring that up to date so you guys know that it was very bad in this area. Let us now move on to your comments, questions, and concerns from last week's video. Dennis Copper wrote in with an amusing comment. Very amusing, in fact. Joe is such a good guy that he will research an item on eBay for a bad buyer. How incredible is that? Who does that? You could not pay me to do that. Dennis, in my opinion, that's time well spent for me. Because as you know, it gets the bad buyer off me and onto somebody else. Think about it. On blocking bad buyers, Travis wrote in and said, whenever I get any questions in my inbox regarding returns, or if it's a question that's clearly answered in the listing, I always block them without hesitation. That's just the way I do business, and I would much rather be safe than sorry. Travis, anytime a person writes to me and says, what is your return policy? That is equivalent to say, Joe, would you please stop what you're doing and block me right now? I'm not kidding. I'm not freaking kidding. Anyone that asks a troublesome question like that concerns me greatly, especially when my return policy is clearly spelled out and it usually says 30-day returns, buyer pays shipping return. On a bad buyer, Dennis Copper wrote, Joe, I know it's extra work, but whenever you sell anything on eBay, you should always be checking the buyer's feedback. I encourage all good sellers to do this before you ship the item. If the feedback does not look good, do not ship your item. Cancel the order, problem avoided. Dennis, I'll be honest with you, I do not check the feedback before I send the item out unless the person writes to me with a question ahead of time, like I just spoke in regards to Travis's comment. Then I do check the feedback. I had one the other day that had a bunch of negatives, and his questions were concerning, and he was invited to a block party. Yes, I know I'm stealing John's line there, but it's a very good term for when you block somebody, having a block party. On dealing with people off eBay, Dennis Copper wrote a question, and Dennis, you're the one person I think would understand this, and you don't seem to get it. Joe, why would you have a problem with eBay giving out your telephone number? Your number is right behind you on the storefront window. Why not use that number for eBay? Because, Dennis, I don't want people to call me here and make demands. Okay? It does happen. They'll buy something on eBay, they'll get the item, it's the wrong size, and they'll call me here and they'll say it's my fault, or sometimes they'll admit it's their fault. But either way, I want it in writing through the eBay contact system so I get protected on eBay. Let me tell you a little story that happened a couple of weeks ago. I mean, The balls of some people actually put me at a loss for words. A person contacted me through eBay on an item I had. Let's say the item was $30 and $15 shipping. The person said, Joe, could I buy this item from you on eBay and then pick it up at your retail location? That's somebody who got blocked immediately. And I said to him 2 words when I responded: absolutely not. No way will I let him buy it on eBay and then come here at his leisure to pick it up. I don't roll that way. And I never will as long as I'm breathing. Now, you're probably saying, Joe, why don't you want people coming in and buying from you locally? That is not the case. I do want people coming in locally. But if they buy it here, they're not going to buy it on eBay. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right? What I'm saying is I have no problem with them coming in here to purchase it. But they're not going to purchase it on eBay and then come here to pick it up to save on the shipping. That's not going to fly. For example, once in a blue moon, the converse happens. A guy will come in here and say, Joe, I need a hubcap for my Toyota. I know you have it. I saw it on eBay for $30 plus $15 shipping. Could I buy it now outright and save the shipping? And the answer is yes, of course you can, because you're buying it here from me. I don't have to pay the eBay fees. If you're buying it on eBay, you're going to have it shipped to you on eBay, and all communication will remain on eBay. Dennis Copper, I hope that explains it. Next comment, the next few comments are going to be about the trouble that I'm having with older buyers circumventing the eBay return process. Fluffy007 wrote, Joe, despite your issues with the weather and problems for all in New York, you did what us old school do, and that you mop up and crack on. I'm surprised and pleased that the chargeback was resolved so quickly. I am yet to experience this. And as for elderly buyers being the ones that cause issues, I find that my age range of dodgy buyers range from 25 to 55. Maybe it's dependent on the product type you sell as to the buyer age. A great video, Joe, and great to see the sun shining for you. Fluffy, I don't know what you sell, but I do believe you're correct with the product line relating to the age of the problem buyers. Okay, I do believe that's true. I have a lot of friends and contacts who sell on eBay Motors, and almost all of them that have a problem are with the elderly. Also on this topic, Dennis Copper wrote in and said, I think Joe forgets that the old guys are the only ones that care about their hubcaps. The younger generation can't even change their own car tire. They're only interested in filling up the gas tank. Dennis, I agree with part of what you said. The fact that the younger people cannot even change their own tire. I've said that in many previous videos. They don't want any responsibility whatsoever. Now, I'm not going to say every single one, of course, but I will say a great majority do not want to change their own tire. And if you ever ask them to change their own oil, I think that they would probably laugh in your face. As far as the older people being the only ones to care about their cars, the younger people care to an extent, because I do get quite a few middle-aged people my age coming in, showing me a picture of a hubcap on their cell phone and telling me it's for their son, who's about 25 years old. And they will say to me, my son wants this hubcap, but he will never come in here and buy it. He doesn't want to be bothered. So please keep that in mind, because I find that to be very true. Sue Cutler wrote in, Hey Joe, I appreciate and enjoy your videos. I do get a kick of how you have problems with the old people on eBay. I am 75 and my husband is 80. We have an eBay store with 3,500 plus listings, and we've been selling on there for over 20 years as top-rated sellers. So it ain't all the old guys and gals who mess up, LOL. Sue, Very good comment. But what I would like to know from you is what age buyers do you have problems with and what items do you sell? This is very important, okay? I'm going to get back to the older buyers in a minute. I want to read two last comments, and both comments are from Biscuit Butt. Joe, you need to create a new YouTube channel called Storytime with Crazy Joe. I could listen to stories all day from you. Not just eBay topics, anything. Trust me, you'd have another successful channel if you did. Dennis Copper can contribute to Storytime too. Well, Biscuit Butt, I actually do have a second channel, but I hardly ever post on it. The reason I don't is because I get way more hits on this channel than the other channel. But if I remember, I will put a link to my second channel in the description box so you can check it out. In that channel, I have quite a few videos posted of interesting life stories, mainly from my days in high school. So yeah, the last comment I'm going to read is also from Biscuit Butt. Joe, hit me up when Manifest starts up. You can use my account. Biscuit Butt, I'm hoping that I could view it on my Mac here. If so, I'll be more than happy to hit you up because I really do enjoy that TV show Manifest. Okay, that's it for the comments. What I want to do is I want to talk a little bit more about people circumventing the eBay return system since so many of you wrote in. You may remember last week, or maybe a couple of weeks ago, I was complaining that I had 2 people return items in 1 week who circumvented the eBay process, and both of them were over the age of 75. Well, guys, I have set a new record. I had 2 people in 1 day this week, both older, circumvent the eBay process and return items to me. Now, I feel that I need to prove it to you. I don't have to prove it to you. My word is good enough. I don't lie. I call it right down the middle, whether my opinion is popular or not. I don't care. I'm going to tell you how I feel and how it is. And that's what I'm going to do again right now. So let me tell you this one first. I get this letter in the mail. I'm going to cover the guy's return address. All right. As soon as I saw this, I knew beyond any doubt it was an old person writing to me about something they bought on eBay that's wrong. And of course, I was correct. I'm going to read this to you right now. I will say, in all fairness to this guy, he at least printed it out. Okay? And it's to me. Dear Mr. DeMarco, I recently ordered through eBay a hubcap for a GMC Sierra, and I received one which does not fit. I admit that it's entirely possible I misread the listing and thought it said it would fit, since that's what I was searching for. Is it possible for me to return it for a refund or replacement if you have one? Okay, this customer just wasted a stamp. I don't know how much a stamp cost. I think it's around 48 cents. I know I'm probably wrong. But he just wasted a stamp and a good 15 minutes printing that out, when he could simply have contacted me through the eBay contact system, told me the same exact story, or even requested a refund saying wrong size doesn't fit. Easy peasy Japanesey. Nope, he didn't do it. The same exact day, I received a return, unsanctioned, outside of the eBay contact system. A small alloy wheel center cap that was approximately maybe $22 plus shipping. And the person had a little love note in there. And unfortunately, I don't have it with me now to show you, but I wish I did. Wrong size. Credit my account. Nope, I'm not crediting anything. I put that in a pile that I'm amassing of returns that are unsanctioned off eBay. All right? If the person decides at some point to contact me through eBay, I will gladly accept the return. I have no problem. 30-day returns. Now you have to understand, guys, this is not Crazy New York Driver's policy. This is eBay's policy. They tell buyers, absolutely in no way take it upon yourself to return an item to a seller or you will lose all your buyer privileges. It must be done through eBay, and I applaud eBay for that policy. I sure hope that they enforce it, though. I also had a third person this week, but a different day. Return an item, same thing, circumventing the eBay process. This one was also fairly cheap, I think under $30. And, you know, with the note and all that, no way, not going to happen. Not doing it. Guys, am I the only person on YouTube that's getting these unsanctioned returns off the eBay system? It's ridiculous. I had also about 8 legitimate returns this week where the people claimed wrong size doesn't fit. The returns are automatically accepted. I'll be glad to take them. They have to upload the tracking number, and then I give them their money back, but not the original shipping. Occasionally, some people don't even send the item back when the return is accepted, and then after a very, very long period, eBay closes it out. I had one very unusual return this week, or excuse me, attempted return. What would you do? I want everybody to gather around. Something just sold on eBay. Did you hear it? Something just sold. Oh my God. You know what this means, guys? A song and a dance, and quite frankly, I wasn't really counting on this. I didn't think anything was going to sell. Oh my gosh. What could I sing? Okay, guys, I briefly put this on pause because I was researching songs to see what kind of upbeat song I was going to sing. But I swear to Christ on the cross in Brooklyn, during the 20 seconds I was on my phone researching, I got yet another return. All right? Oh my Christ. I've never had so many. Now, the guy at least is claiming wrong size doesn't fit. But what pisses me off about this particular dude, he sent me so many messages before he bought the item, telling me what kind of a lock bolt he had, this and that, the year of his car, and he still screwed up. Now, oddly enough, I am not obliged to accept the return because this was a no returns accepted sale, and all sales are final. It was $60 plus the shipping. So if I accept the return, I got to give him back $60, but not the shipping. Keep in mind, I did have all sales final, no returns, clearly labeled. Will eBay back me on this if I decline the return? What will happen if I decline the return? And to get back to what I was saying before I got interrupted by the sale, I had another item where I was listing 2 wheel covers for $36 plus shipping. The picture showed 2, it clearly said 2 in the listing, and it was a closeout sale, no returns. I ship the person the item, they get it, and in spite of no returns, they open a return request saying, guess what their reason is? You only sent me 2. I thought I was getting all 4. Now that return, I'm going to tell you right to your face, I'm declining. I don't care. And this person's going to be trouble. All right? Guys, do you ever have a certain state in the United States that gives you more trouble than any of the other states combined? I know I asked this about a year ago, or maybe longer. I'm going to bring it up again now because I find it's a recurring problem. I've always said my number 1 trouble state is Louisiana. I've said that from day one, and I will not be bashful about it. My number 2 trouble state is where this buyer happens to live, and it's Mississippi. Words fail me, okay? I give you my word, all right? And my word to me is very important. I am declining the return for the two-wheel covers to Mississippi. This person is a troublesome buyer. I checked. There's another sale. You're not going to believe this. I'm almost certain the person that just bought this item is the guy I'm complaining about that wants to return the $60 item. Oh my God, I'm just going to go ape. I'm going to go ape. I'm going to go ape if it's him. And well, better not be him. I think it's him. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Maybe I can look it up. It is 100%. 100%. It is the same guy. I swear on my life. I swear on my life. Oh my Christ. Never in my 22 years on eBay have I had this happen. Now I got a problem. Now I've got a serious problem. The guy that bought the one that wants to return it now bought another one of a different size. But I'm concerned because when we chatted, he told me the kind of lock bolt he had. And the kind of lock bolt he had is compatible with what I sent him, not with what he bought now. Oh my God. You know, I wish I was live right now. I would ask you guys what to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cancel this sale right now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cancel. Dennis Copper, I hope you think I'm doing the right move because I ain't playing with this guy. I'm canceling it. I'm canceling the sale that he just placed, and I'm going to, in the reasons, I'm going to write a problem with the buyer's address. He jerked me once. I'm not letting him jerk me again. No way. Absolutely not. Holy Christ. Only on eBay Motors would this happen. I'm bummed out. I'm bummed out. And you guys got to see all this live. You know, guys, I like to come out here and I like to be upbeat. I don't like to be a downer. The last 2 weeks have been hell. With Hurricane Ida, the floods, and, you know, constant returns like this, I'm going to be honest, it would bum anybody out. It would bum you out if you had the sheer number of returns that I have. Only people who sell in eBay Motors would understand this. So I totally get the fact that a lot of you guys don't comprehend this. But just, I ask for a second, put yourself in my shoes. All the returns, at least 10 per week, and then you get these old people that send things back and they circumvent the return process. Oh no, 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 no. Everything's going to be done on the eBay system. I can guarantee you that. What I want to talk about now is I want to talk about the fall seller update. I hope by now you guys at least got a little bit of a look at it. And I'm only going to discuss the points that I think will be of interest to you. There's a lot of things I'm going to gloss over. The first problem is there's going to be a lot of category changes. If you sell in any of the following, categories, look out. Collectibles, art, jewelry, parts and accessories, sporting goods. Of course, you know that I'm parts and accessories. So I took some time the other night to research this. And I don't know how many of you guys have actually opened the file that shows a list of the category changes. Oh my God! You need a law degree to actually go down the long list and look at it all. It is freaking ponderous. So, of course, there's a lot of chatter in the Facebook groups about this. There's a lot of people that are scared to death and nervous. And I wrote a comment that got a lot of thumbs up. I said basically, I took a look at it, and it's written in such a manner that you do need a law degree to understand it. So rather than get all upset and excited and bent out of shape right now, I'm going to ignore it, and I'm going to wait until they can communicate it to us in a better format, a format that's more concise and more easily understood by the average person. You know, maybe I'll just stop this video right now and do a screenshot of this. I want you to see this. All right, take a look at this. Starting with antiques. Then you have your subcategories and your subcategories. Then, in pink, apparently it's moved and renamed. I mean, this list goes all the way down to China. I want to get to some of the more colorful ones. Look at this. I was looking at this last night. Look at this. Look. Look at this. What is this? Photographic images. How can anybody make any sense out of this? Or am I just being obtuse? Look. I'm nowhere near done. Look, I'm just going to keep spinning this. Look, bang, 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 bang. I tried to make sense out of the eBay Motors section. Couldn't do it. So you know what I decided? I decided this. Bang. Guys, is it me, or is that way too complex? You know, once again, I find myself almost speechless. I don't understand why they have so many subcategories and subcategories. It's almost like they're trying to make it difficult. I know in the past I've heard a lot of complaints about category changes over the years, but I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. It's just ponderous. A couple of other things about the fall seller update. Starting in September of this year, 2021, they're coming out with something called Promoted Listings Advanced, which is basically a pay-per-click service where you, the seller, will be bidding on certain keywords. This service, if I may use that word, will only be available to sellers in good standing. If you're an underperforming seller, you will not be allowed to participate in this program. Guys, eBay has promoted listings in which we already pay extra to get our stuff moved to the top. Now this, pay-per-click, any of you guys who have any experience with pay-per-click, let's say with Google, for instance, if you have your own website, you know they can be very, very costly and very, very dangerous, all right? Meaning, let's say you bid 25 cents per click. A guy could click on your item and click right out of it, and you just spent 25 cents for that click. Guys, you do what works for you, but I definitely do not recommend any of you getting involved in this service unless you're a super big box seller who has money to burn and likes to live dangerously and on the edge, which I don't. I'm not a gambler. I will not be participating in Promoted Listings Advanced. And I'm a little chagrined that it's being offered because only people with really deep pockets would ever be able to engage in this practice. Now, a lot of you guys who are really small sellers, you're going to feel the heat because people who can afford to pay the big bucks might just do this, and it's going to drive a lot of small sellers right off the platform. I definitely do not think this is a good idea, and I'm saying it right now. I want to hear from you guys on what you think of Promoted Listings Advanced, aka pay-per-click, and also what you think about the category changes that I just showed you earlier. I mean, why? I can understand to a point the pay-per-click because that's more money for eBay, and they're going to be able to rake it in because some people will go for it. I won't. So I kind of understand their point, but these category changes seem nonsensical. What happened to the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Everything was fine. What's going on, man? Now I'm going to stop. I'm going to take a drink from the ceremonial Fox News Cup of Life. This is the ceremonial Fox News Cup of Life. Happy is he who drinks from it. Like I started to tell you earlier, I like to keep my videos basically upbeat and positive in nature. Of course, when something bad happens, I'm going to relate that as well. But this particular video just was timed badly. The fall seller update, which I think has two bad things in it. The pay-per-click feature, which is going to cost everybody money, even those who don't participate. And these category changes, which are really, really obtuse. Then, on a personal level, all these returns, especially the ones that are off eBay. Like I said, I realize returns are part of selling on eBay. All right, I get that and I accept it. And if a person files for a return through eBay saying wrong size doesn't fit, I gotta grin and bear it. I've gotta man up. But not the ones that circumvent eBay. And like I've proved to you, it's always older people. Now, if it happened to be, let's just say, people that were 23 years old that were doing it, I would call them out in the exact same manner. But in this case, it's only the older people. Then, we have this highly unusual case that's never happened to me before, where a guy wants to return an item that I don't take returns on, because he bought the wrong size after asking me 56 questions, and then, before I can even act on it, live on the Crazy New York Driver show, he buys the same item in a smaller size. Now, who's to know that that's going to work on his car? All right? And during the brief intermission that you guys didn't get to see, I went and I checked, and this guy likes to leave negatives and neutrals. So there could be an issue down the road with this cat. All right. I think that's about it for now. Guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Thank you for watching this video. Every Friday night, I come out here and I make these videos to try and help you stay successful on eBay. If you think I'm doing a good job, please give me a thumbs up. It tells me I'm on point and appreciated. If you don't think I'm doing a good job, tell me in the comments section what you want me to hit up next week, and I'll be glad to do it if possible. Remember, I'm a seller friend, not a seller critic or skeptic of any kind. I've solved a lot of problems. I'm still making money online. I've never worn a mask on any of my videos, and I never will. I've never distorted my voice. I feel that's dishonest and unscrupulous. So heck yeah, I'm a CEO and a CFO of my own company. That being said, go out there, make a ton of money on eBay, rock on, and peace! Sales this week were pretty good. Oh, I have one interesting thing to tell you about sales. This has happened to me 3 times, okay? As you know, I run a store-wide sale constantly. Usually it's 10% off. So let's just say I'm going to run a 10% off sale for 2 weeks. Let's just say, since this is September, let's say September 1st to the 14th. All right? I'll have decent sales for the 2 weeks. Now the sale will end on September 14th. And almost always I do not renew the sale right away because it ends in the middle of the night and I forget about it. What happens is, for the next 24 hours, when there's no sale running, I get a spike in sales like I have never, ever experienced in my life. It just happened again the other day. I believe that was either Tuesday or Wednesday. No sale. Sales like you wouldn't believe, nonstop. So I said, this is great. I'm not going to renew the sale as long as I'm doing this good. But it only lasted for the first 24 hours. After the 24 hours, bang, down to nothing. So I then went back and I renewed a sale at only 5% for the next week. I'm doing an experiment to see how 5% will work as opposed to 10%. 10% has always worked well for me. Let's see what 5% does. So that's about it. I've given you plenty of information to talk about. I want to see comments. What I'm especially interested in is, will you guys accept a return from a customer who claims wrong size doesn't fit when it clearly says no returns on this item? I want to hear about that. I want to hear about your views on the fall seller newsletter. Do you think the pay-per-click or what they call promoted listings advanced is a good or a bad idea? I think it's very bad, but I want to hear from you. What do you think? And also tell me what you think about the category changes from the brief cutaway I showed you. Why, man? Why make it so ponderous and difficult? Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Tell me. I want to hear from you. Guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching my video. And please remember, don't be bitchy!